Cheryl, AKA Mom, Ma, Nan, or my favorite, the Nazi nanny. People brought their children, blood or not, to Nanny. She had a special way of teaching the youngins how to behave. She would tell them, "Don't make me get that whooping stick." Though some tested, most learned quickly. You don't mess with the nanny. She always would win. But no matter what, her love was so strong, and her whooping stick was to ensure these youngins that she loved so much would grow up knowing right from wrong. And I can tell you, she has a pretty amazing family, an extended family as well. She was everyone's nanny. I have been blessed to have had this woman in my life for almost 12 years now. I remember the first day I met her, Trey warned me, if I don't like you, you would know. The pressure was on, as I was Italian, and she warned all her kids, stay away from Italians. And all three of them ended up with one. So what did I do that first night? I bought her Chinese food. I scored some pretty big points. Cheryl was more Italian than she wanted to believe she was. She could bake like nobody's business and cook up a storm to notch. Trey and I were so fortunate to be her testers on a regular basis. However, she would make Trey nuts whenever she would experiment with her recipes. Trey would say, "But Ma, why do you have to go mess with perfection?" And Nan would laugh, that sinister laugh, as we all know and love. And change. They would both make me nuts, because on a regular basis, I would never know what I would be walking into, as they regularly loved to rearrange their houses. You could find these two painting, laying tile, moving one room into another, and in most cases, these updates that needed management approval, not for the nanny. She did as she wanted when it came to her home, and you felt the love the day you walked through that door. Nan loved her Buddhas and elephants. She believed they brought peace and good luck into her home, and she was surrounded by them. And her luck was always the strongest at the beginning of the month. In my whole life, I had never seen anyone so good at picking lottery numbers. But her luckiest ones always seemed to come, every day she would ask us, "Give me a number." Anyone she saw, give me a number. But her lucky ones always seemed to come from her great-grandson, Anthony. And did the woman love her bingo? Her and her partner in crime, Miss Mariah, side by side with their daughters, Lucky Charms, and food on the table. No one could ask for a better friend. She was literally a friend to the very end. In God, she loved her grand and great-grandchildren and always wanted them around. One of her favorite memories was her 70th birthday party at Rhonda's. She was so ecstatic to be surrounded by her family, and she talked and talked about it for weeks and weeks with T and I about what a great day she had. And another one of her greatest joys was having Lulu, Anthony, and Jack Bennett stay with her. They loved to be with her, and that alone speaks volumes of how much fun Nan was. Her grandbabies loving being with her, even though she teased them, tortured them, and at times scared the hell out of them. As Nan was a practical jokester, and they knew nobody loved them the way that their nanny did. Now I could go on forever, as we all could, but I just wanted to share one of my last most favorite memories. As most of us know, Nanny loved cooking for the holidays. There were many of our favorite memories with her. Due to her recovery last fall, she wasn't quite up to cooking and entrusted me to cook both Thanksgiving and Christmas. You can imagine the pressure. I never prayed so hard to God to help me channel my own mother while cooking and baking Nanny's famous pumpkin pie. I was so grateful for both my mom and Nanny as they guided me, and those were two of the best meals I ever cooked in my life. But it wasn't just the meal as much as it was what we did after. Nan loved playing games, and she loved her poker. And you best make sure you had a big bag of change with you for her to win. She wasn't playing. So on Thanksgiving, as we always started playing a few games of Sorry, and she loved to knock you back to home, but God forbid you did it to her. She was fit to be tied, and there was lots of swearing going back and between us. Then on to poker. And Nan knew every game, so she thought. It was always dealer's choice. So after a few go-arounds, I chose Indian poker. Nan never heard of it. She had this strange look on her face. I explained it was a college drinking game. And so you can imagine the sight on her, well, you can imagine the sight of the three of us as we're holding cards up to our foreheads, looking like three fools trying to figure out who had the highest card. I had never seen Nan laugh so hard. We all just about laughed ourselves off the chair. It was a night I will cherish forever. Those memories will stay with me all the days of my life. She shared her wisdom, her humor, but mostly she shared her love. May she rest peacefully in the arms of the angels. I'm so grateful, my Nan.